So when it comes to the premiership of Liz Truss, it's only been like 1 month, literally 1 month as of I believe today. Was it the 6th she took office? No, it's the 7th now. So a month and a day since she's taken office. Now we've got likes of George Monbiot bleating about like how she's the oligarch's prime minister, or she's such a terrible prime minister. I heard like other pundits on like the hard left, let's say, talking about how she's like the worst prime minister we've ever had. Like coming off the back of fucking Boris Johnson, who I suspect more than likely probably was an opportunistic scoundrel who was just sniffing around for that position from the early days of it. My revisionist opinion of David Cameron's prime ministership, or his tenure as Prime Minister, actually he probably was trying as hard as he possibly could to get cannabis legal and to really sort of reap the benefits for this country of everything that entails. Lower crime, lower rates of drug use, less gang culture, all this sort of shit. Less money spent on police, less money spent on prisons, etc., etc. Then there's its value as a medicine, and it has real and palpable and measurable value as medicine, I believe. And it's a travesty, but the likes of George Monbiot, and these leftists are die-hard, dyed-in-the-wool leftist types, only ever vote Labour and no one else, right? No matter what the Labour Party do, that, is atrocious for this country. And, it's a bitter divide, isn't it? And, you can never see the other side's point of view. So it devolves into sort of childish cavalcade of, chimp, thumb-ish shit flinging across the political divide, doesn't it? And Monbiot, he's a transparently capitulated and turned vegan not so long ago without actually doing all that much research. I'm almost fucking certain into the extent to which veganism has, for instance, caused deforestation in the Amazon, and just bucking a trend and bending and pandering to an emerging demographic, and trying to, if I do boost his ratings, boost his YouTube views with Double Down News, boost his, Guardian readership and all this nonsense. And it's a certain sort of politics. It's almost contrarianism for contrarianism's sake. And it's very self-congratulating, and it's very we're all in the same club. It's tribal loyalty and team spirit, and it's the demonization of otherness, and in fact is rather hypocritical on that level if you really unpick it. It's rather intolerant, actually. It's it is what it is. What do I see Liz Truss doing? I see her and the Tory party actually not deliberately but allowing the economy to get a bit worse, I think, and then using that as a pretext for cannabis legalisation. Not that there isn't an incredibly strong, an unbelievably strong case to legalise it in any case, or regardless of that. But yeah, frankly, we could do with it now. The economy wouldn't suffer at all from cannabis legalisation. We'd gain a nice boon in terms of tax revenue from that. Which we could pump back into public services. And it seems to me as though, throughout the entire current Tory regime, the big aim has been, and, from having read the legislation itself, the big aim has been to sort of somehow get cannabis to be legal, at least that, It seems like that's what they've been trying to do. It does. And got renewable energy up to 43% of the country's energy supply under the Tories. I don't think I can fault them for that particularly, frankly. Yeah, credits where it's due. And I'm a Labour voter in the past. Yeah, it's my chagrin, I suspect, possibly. And yes, they have done some good things. It's just whatever they can sneak through the House of Lords, whatever they can get through that fucking chamber and get that old woman to sign, like that bloody idiot now that's in the fucking palace. Like, yeah, they do have veto power over every law, basically. And I suspect they probably control the House of Lords by, you know, orchestrating who's a member of it and who isn't. And, well, I don't know, clubs and so on associated with, or that they're also a part of.